Welcome into Athletic Kulture Stadium and some Saturday afternoon baseball, another junior Baycat day, and it's the defending IBL champion Barrie Baycats taking on the visiting Kitchener Panthers for the final time this regular season. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. I'm Julius Hern along with Jack Hinde. If the playoffs were to start today, this would be the matchup. The number 2 seed Barrie Baycats against the number 7 seed Kitchener Panthers. And while the Kitchener Panthers are playing hot baseball as of late, they've had some tight matchups, including one that was here a couple weeks ago.
Yes, a couple weeks ago was a really exciting matchup, going to extra innings with a Barrie win. And then as well, the two teams met at Jack Couch Park last Sunday, where Kitchener had a really decisive victory in that one.
Yeah, Jack Couch Park, known as a hitter's ballpark, and the home team definitely taking advantage of that. But there's also a second storyline to this ball game. We're going to have a nice pregame ceremony. Baycats legend Glenn Jackson will have his number 10 retired.
Yes, he's a Baycats legend, playing 11 seasons here and could really do it all. Could steal bases and could hit, and was an essential part of those lineups in the 2010s when they were winning all those championships.
A key part of 5 IBL championship teams with these Barrie Baycats. Let's get to that number retirement ceremony, will we? Let's go to our public address announcer, Rob Daniels, to take us through it.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome to Athletic Kulture Stadium for season number 24 of Barrie Baycats Baseball. We've got another Paul Sadlin Motors Junior Baycats game today, and it features the visiting Kitchener Panthers and your Barrie Baycats. Before we get to this afternoon's ball game, we do have a very special pregame ceremony for you. So to get that going, I'd like to introduce you to former Baycats public address announcer and super great human, Mike Clark.
Thanks, Rob. Today, the Barrie Baycats organization is retiring its 5th number. Fans, please give it up for number 10, Glenn Jackson. Here to present Glenn with a special number frame is Baycats president and former teammate of Glenn's, Josh Matlow. Well, not the tallest of people, Glenn Jackson was a giant on the IBL ball fields. Glenn first joined the Baycats in 2006 and very quickly became a fan favorite with his personable, easygoing, and accommodating ways and his ever-present smile. He always has and had time for everyone. He left after the 2011 season. The traveling and time away from his family became very tough. Glenn returned in 2015 as the Baycats had started their IBL record-tying run of 6 IBL championships in a row, ending in 2019. The motto in 2015, Glenn's first year back, was win one for Glenny, and that they did. He played a very integral role in every one of those IBL titles. He retired after the 2019 season and is still in the top 10 of many Baycats offensive categories today. He had a Baycats batting average of .303. He is 3rd in games played with 283. He is 5th in at-bats with 984. 4th in triples with 8. 8th in RBIs with 155. And 2nd in stolen bases with 149. And by the way, only caught 16 times. His 196 IBL stolen bases rank him 2nd all-time behind former Baycat Ryan Spataro with 211. 11 seasons played is tied for 3rd in Baycats history. He was a 3-time IBL All-Star, twice first team. In 2018, he was voted the IBL MVP for the playoffs, batting .432, and by the way, slugging a pivotal home run in game number 6. Also known as the bat flip game in the IBL championship game in Kitchener. He is a 5-time IBL champion. In 2017, Glenn was voted to the top 100 IBL players of all time. Mr. Jackson, how about a few words for the fans?
Well, first off, I'm extremely humble and grateful. The first day that I got to play here in Barrie, the fans took me in. I still have many friends here today. Very thankful for that. I always tried to come in and play a good role on and off the field. If most of you really know me, I'm a very intense man. Thanks to your patience, Millsy and Keck at the start with my craziness. But most of all, proud to be a Baycat. I had a lot of great teammates, a lot of great memories and times. Despite the 5 championships, what I miss the most is the clubhouse and the boys and the talks after and all the great memories that came with that. So to be here today and have my names on my rafters, have my friends here, my kids that I coach, my girlfriend, my parents, my kids, I'm so honored. You've made my day today, and I'm just thankful to have my names on the Raptors, and I'm going to continue to live life to the fullest as a coach and a mentor with the same passion and heart that I did on the field, and I went all out, and that's how I'm going to do it, and that's how I recommend everybody live life, is to the fullest and be grateful and thankful for what you have. But if you got a chance, go hard and never give up.
Fans, please direct your attention to above the owner's suite on the right-hand side of the Baycats of the bleachers behind home plate. There you will see Glenn's name and number on a special nameplate. He joins Ryan Spatero, Brad Bissell, Angus Roy, and Jeff Cowan above the bleachers and will forever be remembered as one of the greatest Baycats of all time. All right, I can't let this go. One last time. Leading off the first for the Baycats, the center fielder, number 10, Glenn Jackson.
Mike, let me know what you think about the program, by the way.
I will do. Yeah, I will do, Sam. Thank you.
What a pro, as always. As always. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate the invite.
You're the best.
All right.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
and Meredith Agius. Meredith is this year's Anthem Singer auction winner. Thank you, Meredith, for your ongoing support of the Barrie Baycats. Take it away.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car t'embrasse et porter le pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
After a lovely pregame ceremony, we are ready for baseball this Saturday afternoon. Really happy to see Glenn Jackson, the 5th Baycat to have his number retired. Number 10 posted up now on the facing of the press box here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. We had 4 number retirements last year, so number 5 is on the wall here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Let's get to the starting lineups first for the visiting Kitchener Panthers, managed by Pete Kiefer. Leading off, Matteo Zeppieri, he's in left field. Batting second, Yusvani Pinalvi, the right fielder. Third baseman is Yosuke Fuji, he's playing third base. Junior Ibarra batting cleanup, the veteran catcher. At second base, Charlie Towers batting fifth. Runta Osawa, the center fielder, batting sixth. AJ Karosis at first base today, he'll bat seventh. Trent Lawson back in the DH spot, batting eighth. And Petey Kiefer, the son of Pete Kiefer, is playing shortstop and batting ninth.
Starting today for the Baycats is Juan Benitez. He got the start last weekend in Kitchener on Sunday when the two teams met, and he threw 5 innings and gave up 5 earned runs. He's going to be looking to turn that around today, and it's a gorgeous day for baseball, and surely everybody's excited to play this one.
Yeah, Juan Benitez, I remember last year struggled a little bit at Jack Couch Park. His one appearance there, struggled again on Sunday, as you mentioned. Like we said in the open, this could be the first-round playoff matchup. If these two teams stay where they are in the standings for the last couple weeks of the season, this could be it.
It absolutely could be. This could be some foreshadowing today, and if the games between the two teams this year have been any indication, then we'd surely be in for a good one.
Two teams last met in the playoffs in 2023 in the IBL semifinals. Baycats won that series in four games. Another great crowd here, another Junior Baycat Day, another Saturday afternoon ball game. Only 3 home games left for the Baycats. All 3 games left in their regular season schedule are all at home. Seems to kind of be also it could be the first game of the playoffs. It looks like it's going to be at home as well, so kind of less stress as you might see usually with kind of going back and forth in the regular season to kind of close things out like it was last year.
Absolutely. Less stress per se than the playoffs, but absolutely a playoff crowd today and playoff weather, and we're all excited to get started.
Matteo Zeppieri to lead things off for the Kitchener Panthers. Has hit really well against the Baycats this year. Had a 2-homer game against the Baycats earlier on. First pitch is called strike at 4:15.
Sam, you got a strike for me? You got a strike for me?
Another called strike on Zeppieri. Quick start here for Juan Benitez, up 0-2.
It's Zeppieri's first season in the IBL, and he's been hitting really well since he joined the Panthers.
First strikeout of the game on 3 pitches there for Juan Benitez. It's brought to you by IMP North.
The right fielder, number 67, Yosvani Penalde.
I'll bring up Yosvani Penalve, who's had a fantastic IBL rookie year himself. You could argue he was a snub for the All-Star game. First pitch in the dirt.
Penalve played almost 10 years in the Cuban National Series and has showed his impressive talents that surely led to Kitchener acquiring him since joining the team this year.
You don't see a whole lot of Cuban talent anywhere else in the IBL aside from Kitchener. You have Junior Ibarra, Yosvani Penalve, Jordan Mandalay, who was released at the deadline.
Andy Vargas as well.
Absolutely.
And they seem to be putting almost a monopoly on it.
Seem to be the only team that focuses on scouting the Cuban players, and it's worked out for them. Junior Ibarra, who's batting 4th in this game for Kitchener, he's now a Canadian national, domestic player. He doesn't count as an import anymore.
Oh, he's been a mainstay with the Panthers organization since joining.
Penalve draws a walk. That's the first base runner for Kitchener.
We'll look now left to right at the Baycats defense today. In the outfield, in left is Clark. In center is Noel McGarry-Doyle. In right field, James Anderson. In the infield, we have Odd, Brandon Hernandez, and Francisco Hernandez at short and second. At first base, Nolan Macabrota. And behind the plate today is Tyler Plumpton.
Yosuke Fuji, another all-star player, as the runner goes, and the first pitch is fouled away, out of play. Penalve had a great jump there.
Penalve has shown some speed this year, stealing 6 bags for Kitchener and being caught only 3 times. Surely he's somebody to watch when he's on the base paths today.
That one just low and in, especially against Tyler Plumpton, a guy that not really well known for throwing out base runners. He has had some clutch put-outs, but relative to some of the other catching talent in the league, he can be run on pretty easily. Throw over to first and almost caught Penalve off guard, but he gets back in standing up.
Well, that's certainly one way to control the running game, is to execute effective pickoffs like that.
Bit more of a lead now for Penalve. Doesn't go. Swing and a miss from Fuji. Benitez looks in, gets a sign from Plumpton. Penalve goes, the pitch is outside, the throw back to first, and in time! Penalve bluffed his steal, tried to go back to first, and Tyler Plumpton caught him off guard. Now there seems to be some confusion. The call was out at first base, but now Pete Kiefer, the Kitchener manager, needs some clarification. The umpiring crew is going to come together.
Sam, who are the umpires?
First base umpire is Chris Rose. The eventual call is what he made on the field is out. So a nice heads-up play there from Tyler Plumpton. Made the move to throw to second, but noticed that Penalve came back and picked him off. 2 out now in the inning. as 2-2 pitches in the dirt. Full count, 2 outs. Benitez pitch inside. Another walk drawn by the Panthers, this time by Yosuke Fuji.
Fuji's done this all year for Kitchener. He leads the team in walks, and hitting out of the third spot, he'll really be somebody who sets them up well for offense and executes, getting on base and hitting well.
I'll bring up Junior Ibarra. Fuji now on a 14-game on-base streak. He's been able to draw a walk so easily, it seems. First pitch to Ibarra, called a strike on the outside part of the plate. Large lead over there for Fuji on that delivery. Runner goes on the ground. This one to second. Hernandez has to come back for it, and he bobbles it. It gets past him into right center field. Fuji gets all the way to third. The hit and run kind of worked out perfectly there for the Panthers, something they've done very often this year.
Well, they had Francisco Hernandez deking a little bit on the infield, going to second, and then having to move towards the ball again to field, and unfortunately just a well-placed ball for the Panthers.
So go down as an infield hit there for Ibarra. So runners in the corners now against Benitez with 2 out. That one lined to first and caught by Macabroda. Shirley saving a run for his starting pitcher, Juan Benitez. No score between Kitchener and Barrie. We head to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
From 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
First inning of play is brought to you by Park Place, Barrie's Grand Slam destination for dining, shopping, and fun. See you after the game. Panthers stranded 2 in the top half of the first inning. Now it's the Baycats' turn to have their first plate appearances of the ball game. Let's give you the lineup for the Baycats. Noel McGarry-Doyle, the center fielder, to lead it off. Brandon Hernandez and Francisco Hernandez, the middle infielders, 2 and 3. Nolan Macabroda back in the cleanup spot. Tristan Clark, left fielder, batting 5th. Adam Odd, third baseman, batting 6th. Clayton Keys is the designated hitter today. He's batting 7th. Tyler Blunt, the catcher, in the 8th spot. James Anderson getting the start in right field and batting 9th.
Today, the Baycats will be facing off Evan Elliott to start. The right-hander this season has a .670 ERA, and he throws strikes often. He throws a four-seam fastball and a slider, and he'll surely be a tough look for the Baycats today.
Big right-hander, former Toronto Blue Jays prospect, former Toronto Maple Leafs pitcher a couple years ago. McGarry-Doyle fouls off the first pitch out of play. 24-year-old from Toronto, 6'4", 240 pounds. A lot of these big arms getting to face the Baycats this year, as that one's taken outside by McGarry Doyle.
It's Elliott's second season in the IBL, having previously played with the Toronto Maple Leafs in 2023. And this year he's really taken a step forward, established himself in the Panthers rotation.
Foul off by McGarry Doyle. It's 1-2. Yeah, he was with the Maple Leafs in 2023 and got signed by the Blue Jays. Got to rookie ball with them briefly in 2024, and now is back in the IBL with the Kitchener Panthers. Here's the 1-2. That one's high and away. Very similar lineup structure here for the Baycats than what we saw here at home on Thursday against the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2-2 from Elliott on the ground, first base side, but foul.
This season, Elliott has struck out 60 batters in just 52 and a third innings. He is good at getting to 2-strike counts and equally as impressive once he's there.
2-strike pitch here. A wave and a miss from Noel McGarry Doyle. He goes down swinging. Let's get to the defense here for the Kitchener Panthers.
Left to right, we have Zeppieri in left field, Runta Osawa in center field, and Yosvani Penalve in right. In the infield at third base is Yusuke Fuji. Shortstop is Petey Kiefer, son of Pete Kiefer, the manager. And second base, Charlie Towers. First base, AJ Carosis. And behind the plate, catching balls and strikes, is Junior Ibarra for the Panthers.
First pitch to Brandon Hernandez, a called strike. Talked about in the open, now Kitchener's won 2 games in a row. Barrie seemingly kind of had their frustrations put aside after a blowout win on Thursday here, 20-4 over the Toronto Maple Leafs, but last night kind of put back in their place again on the road in Brantford, a 15-0 loss. So nothing was going right for Barrie all night long.
Yeah, Connor Irvine put a really good outing together for Brantford. And
line drive into left field. That's a base hit for Brandon Hernandez. First hit of the game for Barrie.
Second baseman number 0, Francisco Hern.
So I'll bring up his brother Francisco wearing the baby blue socks. Getting the start at second base. It was getting some DH slots the last few games. Obviously had a hamstring injury earlier this year in Chatham-Kent, so kind of that road to recovery. He's seemingly back, or at least close to 100%.
And the Baycats have to be so glad that he's back. He's going to be a huge member of the team in the infield and in the lineup as they enter the playoffs.
Had a home run against Kitchener on Sunday at Jack Couch Park. It was 3 for 4 in that game, seemingly the only Baycat that could put any sustained offense together. Flares that one on the right side out of play.
This is Elliott's first start against Barrie this year, so surely the team learning familiarity from him and hope to see him for long at-bats in the beginning of the game.
Large secondary lead from Brandon Hernandez. His brother takes the ball in. The first 3 times these two teams met this year was Owen McNeil, who got the start all 3 times. And he was better each and every time he faced the Baycats. Last time the Panthers were here, 7 shutout innings.
if you love pitching, then that game truly was a classic, and Owen McNeil playing a big part in that.
Shouldn't say shutout innings. No earned runs, at least. That one away from Francisco Hernandez. 3-1. Elliott looks over. The lead from Hernandez at first. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed and thrown out of the hands of Francisco Hernandez. Time is called. Hernandez called out on the swing. And the base runner is going to have to go back to first base. So they rule batter interference there. Not sure if Francisco Hernandez understands what the call was.
Hernandez fooled a little bit by that pitch as he steps back in. He has shown good power this year, and
looks like he's taken aback by the call. He has no idea that he was called out. Third base coach Andrew White comes over to clarify the call, and here comes Josh Matlow. Nolan Macabroda is already stepping into the batter's box. Josh Matlow still talking to the home plate umpire. So now 2 out. Hernandez back to first after he had seemingly stole second base with ease, but the batter's interference has him back to where he started from. Cleanup hitter Nolan Macabroda up. First pitch, just low.
Macabroda, the Baycats leader in home runs and in slugging this year. As well, their lone representative in the IBL's home run derby. He's put a really good year together and a great second season as well, as he continues to familiarize himself with the baseball team here in Barrie.
Seems to become now more of a long-term kind of player for this organization. Got the opportunity with the Ottawa Titans of the Frontier League earlier on this year, cut during preseason camp, and now back in Barrie for year 2. Sees that one high, it's 2-1.
As well as showing good power, Macabroda has shown excellent patience this year, and he's currently the team's walk leader.
Had 5 runs scored here on Thursday night against Toronto. He launches that one out to left field. Slicing, will it be foul? Yes, it will be. Ball just kept slicing towards that left field line. A lot of power the other way for Macabroda.
Yes, he can truly hit it hard to all fields, and that makes him a really tough out at the plate.
Evan Elliott really taking his time here, getting back set on the rubber. Brendan Hernandez at first. 2-2 count on Nolan Macabroda with 2 out. Here's the pitch. It's away. Tristan Clark on deck. Saw Adam Sims, the third base umpire, move from the right side of the infield back over to the left. Runner goes. And it's inside. Macabrodo works another walk, so the inning continues here for Evan Elliott.
Left fielder number 6, Tristan Barrie.
Clark hitting .320 on the year and showing impressive power, hitting 9 home runs. He's been another excellent pickup for the Baycats.
I've mentioned it earlier on this year, but it seems like he has to be the favorite for IBL Rookie of the Year, right?
Absolutely. He continues to impress many as the year goes on and showing a really, really good hitting ability.
Little flare out to shallow center field. That's going to drop in front of Runto Osawa. Here comes Hernandez, and the Baycats have the first run of the ball game. Clark surely didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it to put it in between Towers and Kiefer, and Osawa coming in from center field playing rather deep. It's funny, Penalvi, the right fielder, also playing rather deep out in right field. So 2 on, 2 out. Here's Adam Odd. First pitch is away. .1-0 from Elliott. Breaking ball fools Odd there. One pitch, that one's on the ground, and backing up is Corosas. He knocks it down, the throw to Elliott at first. He can't make the catch. Here comes Nolan Macabroda. He will score. Corosas made that play look harder than it maybe needed to be. So Odd reaches to extend the inning. Tristan Clark makes his way over to third.
Designated hitter number 43.
So that'll go down as an error on. I want to say that would go down as an error on the pitcher, because Corosas knocked that down, had plenty of time to make a throw, and he made a clean throw.
It looks like getting down the line, there may have been some miscommunication as to whether Corosas was going to head to the bag himself or to throw it to Elliott, and it led to, unfortunately, a drop ball for Adam Odd to reach.
This is Clayton Keys. Swung a miss at the first pitch. Back in the DH spot. Was lifted was lifted defensively on Thursday night. Actually played a little bit of second base yesterday. Here's Elliott's 0-2. Adam Odd goes. Lifted out to right field, slicing towards the line. It's going to drop foul. Another opposite field slicer off a Baycat bat. Elliott resets. Long look in from Ibarra. Another 0-2 delivery. Foul back to the screen. Strong cut there by Clayton Keys. Looked like he got jammed a little bit.
Keys has hit the fastball well all year, and again, it looks like he put a good swing on that one to foul it off as he looks to rebound from an 0-2 count.
Tristan Clark at third, Adam Odd at first. Another 0-2 pitch. Adamad runs, and the throw down from Ibarra is high and into center field. Tristan Clark will score. Adamad heads to third base. You do not see that very often from Junior Ibarra.
Not at all. That's just Ibarra's 4th error of the year. He's so sure-handed behind the plate that it almost seems like a break when he throws it such as he did there.
3-0 for Barrie. Second error of the inning for Kitchener. Elliott's 1-2. In and out of the glove. So it's called foul. It could have been a foul tip, but Ibarra couldn't hold on. Tyler Plumpton awaits on deck. Another run 90 feet away with Adamad at third base. Elliott just trying to get out of this nightmarish first inning. Here's the 1-2. On the ground into left field. That's a base hit for Keys. Odd will score, and it's 4-0 Barrie.
Well, that looked like the fastball there where just put not as low as Elliott likely would have wanted, and Keys turned it around to put it into left field for another Baycats run.
Here comes Pete Kiefer out for a mound visit with Elliott. Also acts as the team's pitching coach. A long list of professional coaching experience for Pete Kiefer. His first year as Panthers manager. Told me last time the Panthers were here, asked him about his coaching experience, and he said that he's coached in the highest baseball ballpark in the world, and he's coached in the lowest ballpark in the world.
That is quite the feat to be able to put on your resume.
From Bolivia to the Netherlands, he's coached, he's told me, in 18 different countries. Originally from Pittsburgh. So that's the first mound visit charge to Kitchener. Just 2/3 of an inning in. And already the Panthers have a long way to go to try and claw back in this one. 8th batter of the inning is Tyler Plumpton. Lines it out to center field. Osawa on it, and he makes the running catch to finally end the frame. After the mound visit, Elliott gets Plumpton on one pitch, but the Baycats put up 4 in the bottom of the first inning. We go to the second. 4-0 Barrie on Baycats TV.
Thinking about doing a renovation, but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Top of the second inning at Athletic Kulture Stadium. The Barrie Baycats lead the Kitchener Panthers 4-0. That one inning in full took half an hour to complete.
At bat for the Kitchener Panthers, center fielder number 1, Ruta Osawa.
Thursday's game against the Toronto Maple Leafs for Barrie, the first 2 innings took an hour. So a hot day like this where the heat warning in effect in town, probably not the most ideal scenario to have a long ball game in the sun. There's very little spots of shade here at the ballpark for fans or players.
Absolutely. If the team is hoping to stay cool, then unfortunately today not the best day, but it does make it a sunny day, a warm day. Certainly feels like summer today at the ballpark.
Current temperature 31, with the humidex looking more like 40. 2-2 count here for Juan Benitez on Ruta Osawa, the center fielder. Caught on and missed. Another strikeout for Benitez, brought to you by IMP North.
First baseman number 11, AJ Carosis.
Carosis went 1 for 3 in Sunday's game in Kitchener, and takes ball 1 outside on a sinker from Juan Benitez.
Don't see a whole lot of first pitch sinker from Benitez, but that one up high, it's 2-0. Very different uniforms for the Panthers, just more of their traditional road uniforms since they kind of rebranded a little bit last year. But last game they were here, they had the blue tops with those black pants and a red cap.
It seems on the road they really have gone to the dark pants, as many teams around baseball are continuing to adopt and implement into their uniform rotations.
Baycats had dark pants very briefly in 2023 for the first part of the road schedule, but then went back to the grays. And that's something you also don't see that often in the IBL, is there's not a lot of teams that have full gray uniforms like a lot of major league teams do.
It seems most teams...
There's a deep drive out in the right center field. James Anderson back on it. It's off the wall. Quick throw in on the relay to the Hernandez brothers, but that's going to be a double for AJ Carosis.
The designated hitter number 4, Trent Lawson.
I'll bring up Trent Lawson, who homered on Sunday in the last matchup between these two teams.
Another first-year player into the IBL from Calgary, Alberta. He's really shown himself well against IBL competition this year.
Carosis at second. Here's the 1-0 from Benitez. That one catches the outside part of the plate. The 1-1 for Benitez inside. There is action in the Panthers bullpen. Left-hander throwing. Two 2-1 for Benitez. That one's outside. Doesn't look like he wants to pitch too far inside to Trent Lawson.
As you mentioned, Lawson hitting that home run on Sunday. He does have really good power. Surely Juan wants to be careful today pitching to him.
Especially with that home run off of Benitez as well. So Very different ballparks, though. The wind here looks like it's coming a little bit from right field. Benitez looks in. 3-2 pitch. Caught on a miss. Another strikeout here in the second inning. It's brought to you by IMP North. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 17, Petey Kiefer.
Number 9 hitter, Petey Kiefer, the son of Pete Kiefer. And a controversial move, some might say, bringing Kiefer in, an import player from New London, Connecticut, and releasing Jordan Mandalay, who was an all-star this year and was leading off their lineup in many cases. First pitch to Kiefer. There's a poke out to left field, but it's going to fall foul.
Kiefer does bring a resume of impressive baseball experience, having played in Switzerland, having played in Germany. And as he continues to play a tough position at shortstop for the Panthers, he wants to get his feet in and acclimated to his new team.
There's a fly ball in the center field. Noel McGarry-Doyle settles in, makes an easy catch to end the second inning for the Panthers. Another runner stranded in scoring position for Kitchener. Barrie still up 4-0. We head to the bottom of the second. You're watching Baycats TV.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Second inning of play is brought to you by JC Unlimited Contracting. Design, supply, build, renovate. Servicing Simcoe region for over a decade. Number 9 hitter James Anderson to lead things off for Barrie. They sent 8 to the plate in the first. They up 4-0 heading into their half of the second inning. Anderson still needs 6 at-bats to qualify for postseason action. 3 games left. He's in a good spot to hit that mark.
If his next few at-bats in order to qualify are anything like the at-bats he's had recently, that's going to be a very easy thing to do, as he recorded his first hit of the season on Thursday, his second hit, and then put it together another effort with a hit last night in Brantford.
He was telling me earlier today that if he can get 4 at-bats in this game, he would feel much more confident heading into the next 2 games. So he wouldn't necessarily have to be a starter like he is today or has been over the last week or so to try and qualify with the amount of at-bats. Called strike 3. Anderson goes down looking. Second strikeout of the game for Evan Elliott, who struggled to get through that first inning, but was hindered by a couple errors, one by himself and one by his catcher, Junior Ibarra. This is Noel McGarry-Doyle, who's the other strikeout victim so far of Elliott. He fouls off the first pitch.
As we continue the second half of the season, it really is tough not to point to the reacquiring almost of McGarry-Doyle from Ottawa and coming back, hitting so well, and really being a spark plug for Barrie in the second half of the season.
There's a reason he was an all-star. He was hitting over 500 at one point. It's one of the highest averages in the league. 2-1. Line shot into right field. That's going to get down and all the way into the corner. He's going to try for extra bases. Penalve's throw in is not in time. So McGarry-Doyle with the double there with one out. Could spark another offensive crooked number for Barrie here in the second.
That's double number 12 on the season for McGarry-Doyle, and it puts him second on the team as the Baycats have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second inning.
Brandon Hernandez now up. Singled and scored in the first. First pitch he sees, he flies it out to center field. Runto Osawa settling under it. Makes the catch, tagging from second is McGarry-Doyle. He's going to get to third with a slide. Hard hit, but Hernandez got under it a bit too much, but still makes a productive result out of it. His brother now steps in.
That was absolutely a hard hit ball, and it continues to move base runners and advance them for the Barrie Baycats here.
2 out now. Another run, potential run 90 feet away. First pitch to Francisco Hernandez, fouled away. Hernandez was 0 for 4 last night in Brantford. His average dropped below 300. Now at 296. He sees that for a called strike. Was originally selected as an all-star starter at second base, but with his injury that he's been dealing with this year, he was unsure if he was even going to be able to play, but he ends up coming as a reserve. The ground ball, tough play at short for Kiefer, but he makes a throw on the run to retire Hernandez and end the frame. Elliott strands a runner in scoring position. We head to the third inning. 4-0. Glenn Jackson will join the broadcast in the top half of the third inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer! What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Top of the third inning, Athletic Kulture Stadium, 4-0. Baycats lead over the Panthers. Juan Benitez struck out 2 in the second. Seemingly a much better outing than he had Sunday against these Panthers at Jack Couch Park.
The first pitch is a ball to Zeppieri, who went 2 for 4 on Sunday and is struck out today in the top of the first.
Puts one on the ground and through the hole on the left side for a leadoff single. Just the third hit, against Juan Benitez so far in this one. And it's the first leadoff man to reach for Kitchener.
Right fielder number 67, Yosvani Hinde.
Zeppieri, a big lead at first, and Penalve takes the first pitch strike. Benitez picking up the pace now. Comes set. Here's the 0-1. It's called strike again.
We have seen that often with Benitez this year and in seasons past, where as he continues pitching and as he works through, he will speed up a little bit and get to the plate faster.
One and two now. Another big lead here for Zeppieri. Throw over is picked by Macabroda, but he can't get the tag down in time. Macabroda had to scoop that one out of the dirt.
Zeppieri is a threat on the base paths, having stolen 6 already this year. As well as showing good power, he starts to show some of those 5 tools that Shirley Kitchener acquired him hoping for.
6 steals, as you mentioned. He's only been caught once. He's really testing the patience here of Benitez. And time is called by Penalve. Two on the ground, left side, right down the line and into left field. A base hit for Yosvani Penalve. Zeppieri holding up at second, so 2 on and nobody out here against Juan Benitez. Back-to-back singles to start this third.
Third baseman number 5, Yusuke Fuji.
Fuji steps in, having walked the first time facing Juan. Here he is in a position with a runner in scoring position, 2 runners on, and a good chance to start the offense today for Kitchener.
Sees the first pitch high We mentioned how well he's been able to draw walks this year, that seemingly smaller strike zone. "1-0. That one's away. Zeppieri bluffed to start at second base there. "16 RBI on the season so far for Yusuke Fuji." Here's the 2-0. Another bluff start. Little looper out to second base, and a leaping catch by Hernandez. The throw on to second, not in time to double up Zeppieri. But what a catch there by Francisco Hernandez.
The catcher, number 48.
That looked to be a really tough ball off the bat for Francisco Hernandez. It sent him nearly straight back into the outfield, but he made a really well-timed leap just to snag that ball and keep the runners where they are.
Big out for Juan Benitez. That's the first of the inning. Brings up Junior Ibarra. Takes the first pitch strike. Penalve lead at first. Runner goes. That one's on the ground off of Tyler Plumpton and out towards Juan Benitez. I think he's arguing batter interference there, and the umpire crew is going to come together again. Kyle Warner's the home plate umpire. Jeff Rose at first, pardon me. Adam Sims is the third base umpire. And it's called a foul ball. Curious, I'm not sure what the argument from Tyler Plumpton was. Pete Kiefer out to make his case. So Ibarra will re-glove and step back in on a 0-2 count. Seemed like the Panthers trying to do a hit and run there again. They had Zeppieri off on the pitch from second. Now a more modest lead from the Panthers leadoff hitter. That one outside. Runner goes, pops up on the infield. Zeppieri's got to hustle to get back. Obstruction is called. Adamad makes the catch. And the base runner is called out, so that's a double play. Zeppieri called out for obstruction on Adamad. And here comes Pete Kiefer again. Another chance for him to argue a point. He was ejected from the game the last time these two teams met here. Kiefer and Sims' conversation looks like it has a bit more flair to it than the previous one. Now Josh Mallow discussed this with Kyle Warner. Kiefer and Sims continue to talk. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Baycats still up 4-0. You're watching Baycats TV.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Bernie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Third inning of play is brought to you by Render 3D Quick, the #1 architectural 3D rendering company in Canada, working with thousands of builders, developers, architects, and more. Baycats lead 4-0 as we enter their half of the third inning. And joining us, the man of the day, Glenn Jackson, number 10, retired today by the Barrie Baycats organization. First off, how does it feel to have this impressive honor now?
Oh, it's truly amazing. I have nothing but respect and love for Barrie as a whole and the community. That was my favorite part about it, brother, was just coming here every day, and they made me feel like I was a big leaguer, from the fans to the way they treated us before, after the game. Just a complete honor to be on the Wall of Fame here. Barrie's got such a beautiful community. You see it with the Colts, and I feel like it's carried over here. I always said, man, what would it be like if we had a stadium downtown Barrie? Imagine that, you know. But you guys do a great job with Springwater, and I think it's a great trip. And I always loved coming out of the ballpark with that lineup just to get on the highway. I knew that was a good night with how many fans we had.
Leadoff single for Nolan Macabrota to get things started here in the third. I remember I read something, and it was after you retired, and you said that one day you hope to have your number retired or your jersey retired. Did you ever think it was going to happen at that point?
You know what? You always hope, but when I saw the Stallion and Angus, Biss, and JC, I knew I had a chance at it. I played here long enough. I thought I put up good enough numbers and went about my business the right way. I think that's integral, is how you carry yourself, how you go about your business. We were always a family here, and that was evident by the crowds that we ended up having on the road the majority of the time. So, like, when Josh called me, it was just full circle. This was my big leagues, you know what I mean? And just honored to be on the wall and be a part of this, and I can always come back here and know that I'm up on the board and know that I had an impact on the community, but part of some great years here with the Baycats.
Tristan Clark flies out to center field. That's the first out of the inning. Who do you have with us today celebrating your big moment?
Oh, goodness. Well, this is my son, Jeter. This is my guy, named him after Derek Jeter, but he's going to write his own his own journey. I got my daughter, Gisela. I got my mother, Ruth. My dad, Glenn Sr. I've got my girlfriend, Marie. I've got some kids that I coached that came out here today. Luca, Teddy, his parents, Katie, Tommy. My buddy Mike came out. JC came out. Bissell. I've coached Asafa and Noel on the team. I know Noah Hall's not here. But I coached him as well. It's full circle. I've known Eulenbrook forever. Me and Josh were on the 06 Baycats. So it's full circle. I saw Millsy here today, another great crowd, all the wonderful ladies here from Viv to Sandy to Lisa to Catherine, Judy down there below, Tammy. These are all people that were a part of my natural realm. Clarky, Dave. I mean, that's the thing, right? I name those names, but those are the people that have always been around since 06, and I'm thankful for that this day, that they surprised me and they did the journey. I didn't do much marketing for myself. I just wanted it to be what it was going to be. But it's been quite a day ever since the announcement went out on social media with the Baycats today. It's going to take me all night to catch up, but that's a blessing. That's love, right? I'm 42. I'm a coach. I've made a lot of impact in the community and the Baseball Ontario community, and I'm happy. I just very blessed. Very blessed. I'm so humbled and satisfied. It's a great feeling. Right, son? That's my boy.
Clayton Keys flies out to left field. You want to join us for another half inning?
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, stick around. We'll have more Glenn Jackson coming up in the fourth inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
I love it.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the fourth inning at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Still 4-0 for the Baycats over the Kitchener Panthers. Those 4 runs all coming by way of the first inning off of Evan Elliott. This is Juan Benitez out for his fourth inning of work. Glenn Jackson sticking with us here in the broadcast booth. Benitez first pitch outside. Glenn, how have you stuck with the Baycats since you retired?
Well, I would say the biggest point has been just behind the scenes. I've only been to one game since I retired in 2019. I'm a very busy man with my kids, coaching, having the honor to work for Toronto Blue Jays, natural life, trying to get away. But I think it's just staying in touch with the community, staying in touch with all my friends within that. Josh is a great friend of mine. I know his father. I've had a lot of kids come through here to play that I've coached, been a part of. But I think it just comes down to staying in touch, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Instagram, whether that's people meeting up with me at a Jays game when I'm working the game. It's just staying in touch. And, you know, I was telling Catherine down in the booth when I went and stole one of the waters, it feels like I just played a game, or I'm playing a game, because that's how it is when you keep that love. Nothing ever really changes. So I think it's just naturally good communication and everybody staying in touch, and I'm thankful for that.
For those who don't know, what's your role with the Blue Jays?
Of course, so I work in ticket sales and service. So I represent a consortium of season ticket holders, and I service those accounts. I make sure that I'm there for all of their natural needs to manage their tickets. We host a lot of great events, whether it's at concerts, golf tournaments, in-house events, batting practice, or just meeting them up at a ball game. I represent a lot of people within the baseball community in Ontario naturally, and I would say, you know, I probably work 40-45 Jays games a day. I'm probably hearing from 3 to 4 different type of people every day. Glenn, are you around? So it's a realm for me to stay in touch, but I love it. I've been there 17 years. I couldn't ask for anything more. It's you know, anytime I can go down to the field and watch anybody I want hit BP, they take care of us good there. Very thankful for that job. I'm planning on retiring there, my friend.
I know that Ryan Rio gave you the call to let you know that you were having your number retired today. What was it like to get that call from him and hear the news?
Well, first off, I love Ryan. He knows that. I had the pleasure of playing with him for a few years here before it all ended and win some championships with him. But sharing the clubhouse with him, one thing I know is he's got a heart of gold, he's doing such a great job in the community, being a leader. I gave him the nickname The Dream because I told him that's exactly what you are. You're the dream. You're going to be one of the greatest Baycats of all time, and this is going to be your city. And he's taken that bull by the horns, and he knows how much I love and appreciate him, not only being his teammate, but a friend. We're always in touch. We're always, he knows I'm always there, vice versa. So for a great kid that's from here, which I think is important, right? Just like the greatest Baycat of all time, Ryan Spataro, was a man of the community, a good person, has a good heart, and is a good leader. And I'm thankful that it was him. And when he called me and I was in Sandusky, Ohio, coaching in heat similar to this, it was a great honor. And I told him it was great that he was going to be the one to be there to share that with me. Ryan knows that I love him very much.
2-0 now here on AJ Carosa's 2 out in the inning. Is there going to be any doubt that Ryan Rios, number 27, is going to be up next year someday?
Yeah, I truly believe he is. I think he's far from done. I think he's going to be in a lot of record books. I think he's going to get a lot more rings, but I also think he's going to continue to do what he needs to do. I follow the Baycats and like everything on social media, and I always see him playing a role in the community, and I think that that's most important. If you're going to be a legend, if you're going to be somebody that people love and respect, I think that's an easy one. And I think, God, this has to be his 6th, 7th year with the Baycats already, and he's still in his 20s, which is a true blessing. I know he's engaged now, and I'm sure, a family and all those great things are on the way, but I think he's got to have a lot of great years left in him. And I know that, a big part of his life has always been his grandparents, and I know he's making his grandmother very proud with how he goes about his business every day, and I love him very much, and I'm very proud of the dream.
Just 27 years old, so lots more Baycats memories to come. Glenn, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the honor.
Listen, gentlemen, it's my pleasure. Keep living the dream. If you ever need anything with the Jays, glenn.jackson@bluejays.com, or ask the dream for my cell, and I'll be here for you. Yeah?
Fantastic, Glenn. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Bottom of the
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
fourth inning of play is brought to you by Vintage Throne Barber Lounge, redefining gentlemen one community at a time. Still 4-0 for the Baycats. Another chance to add on here. Very happy to have Glenn Jackson join us for a couple half innings. Congratulations to him. Incredible honor as number 10 retired by the organization pregame today. The 5th retired number in Baycats franchise history. First pitch to Tyler Plumpton is inside. That one outside. Plumpton had a hard hit ball to center field his first time up, but line drive right at Runta Osawa. 2-0 from Evan Elliott is in for a strike.
Over the past few games, Plumpton has hit many balls really hard, and it seems like his swing is getting in gear for the playoffs and getting ready to continue putting hard balls in play.
Well, that one hit hard, but foul down the left side. You've definitely been able to notice that he's been able to barrel up balls a bit more. You don't see a ton of power from Tyler Plumpton. Very much a put a ball in play, singles, move guys along kind of hitter. But that's going to be a nice sight for Josh Mallow to have a catcher like that provide some offensive spark from the 8 spot in the lineup.
Absolutely. Coming into this game, hitting .288, his contact, clearly a talent of his and so instrumental so far this year. It really can be big if out of the 8th spot he starts putting some barrels onto balls and hitting for possibly extra bases or more.
2-2 with Evan Elliott. The right-hander deals, fouled away again. Crazy carom off of home plate umpire Kyle Warner.
Always tough to strike out. Plumpton has K'd just 3 times this year so far.
2-2 from Elliott. Fouled away again. Baycats hitter's doing a nice job raising his pitch count.
And that's exactly what Plumpton is so good at, fouling those tough pitches off. That was a really good slider from Elliott, and put the bat on it and kept the bat alive. The pitch count goes up.
I think he broke his bat there, had to get a new bat. There's a ball thrown on the field that hit Plumpton as he was making his way back to the batter's box. Steps back in, here's the 2-2 again. And cut on and missed. Plumpton goes down swinging. Just his 4th strikeout of the season.
Fielder, number 34, Anderson.
First strikeout for Evan Elliott since the 2nd inning. And 3rd on the afternoon for him. James Anderson, number 9 hitter. First pitch to him is low. Seems like the more consistent playing time now, trying to get Anderson qualified, is kind of giving him an offensive spark. First hits of the season on Thursday, another one yesterday in Brantford.
It is something you hear frequently from players, that having that stability, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to be starting that day, knowing that you're going to be hitting within the first 3 innings, it really allows them to concentrate and focus on getting hits that day and to make them as prepared as possible.
Well, he lines that one right at Yosuke Fuji for the 2nd out of the inning. A hard hit line out. Noel McGarry Doyle steps in for the 3rd time, doubled his last time up. First pitch from Evan Elliott is outside. Long look in here from Evan Elliott. Here's the 1-0. It's inside. Sees another one outside. Evan Elliott really careful here against McGarry Doyle, who had a hard hit deep double back in the 2nd. Gets that one over for a strike. Gary Doyle hitting .388 on the season. 29 games. That one gets over again. It's 3-2.
That was a really well-located fastball inside on 3-1. That's a good hitter's count and a tough spot to put it.
A ground ball to first. And A.J. Carosas takes it to the bag himself. A 1-2-3 inning for Evan Elliott. That's going to boost his confidence heading into the 5th inning. Still 4-0 Baycats, however. You're watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats.
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer! Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the 5th inning, Athletic Kulture Stadium. Just over an hour and 15 minutes into this ball game. Barrie leads Kitchener 4-0. It's the only game on the go right now in the IBL. 3 other games to get started later on in the evening. Brantford at Chatham, Welland at Guelph, and Hamilton at Toronto, all starting after 7 o'clock. Popped up and out of play foul off the bat of Trent Lawson. Lawson, Kiefer, Zeppieri against Juan Benitez here in the 5th. There's another pop up, this one playable. Francisco Hernandez making the call, he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Seems the pace here from Juan Benitez starting to quicken up and improve as he gets later into his start.
It seems to take him a few innings to settle in, and as he speeds up, he's had a better inning last inning and setting everybody down 1-2-3, and he's really making his way through this ball game as his pace starts to pick up and as he becomes comfortable dealing to these Panthers.
Yoan is a hard hit into right field. A base hit for Petey Kiefer. Benitez had retired the previous 6 in a row until that hard hit liner into right by Kiefer. A 1-out single.
Left fielder number 31, Matteo Zeppieri.
5 hits apiece for these teams, but it's Barrie up 4-0. And that one hits Zeppieri. And here comes Pete Kiefer to. Juan Benitez had some words there for Zeppieri, it looked like, and Kyle Warner pushing back Kiefer back to the dugout. There was some fireworks between these two clubs last time they were here. Cesar Rosado hit multiple batters. Warnings were issued. And the umpire crew discussing together again. It's the third time in this game they've had a group discussion. And warnings have been issued. Here comes Pete Kiefer again, now to talk to Jeff Rosen. Josh Matlow standing outside the Baycats dugout as well. Last game, warnings were issued, and Rosado hit a batter afterward, but he was not ejected. So that you got to imagine that's playing into the frustrations here of Pete Kiefer.
Absolutely. So late in the season. These teams are so familiar with each other. And as games go on, these events happen. Surely you're hoping that today cooler tempers can prevail, and overall no more warnings, no more events that necessitate any ejections today.
This is a rather long discussion here with Pete Kiefer and Jeff Rose. Josh Matlow had to talk to Rose and Warner. So that puts 2 on against Juan Benitez. It looked like he had some words for Mateo Zeppieri as he made his way off to first base. Got to wonder how that was initiated. Could have been initiated by Zeppieri, but nonetheless, 2 on with 1 out, and brings up Yosvani Penalve. First pitch is outside. Looking for Benitez, he comes at the 1-0. Caught on and missed by Penalve. Zeppieri at first, Kiefer at second. Benitez deals, it's just outside.
Penalve slashed a ball down the third base line last time, but so far this season he really has shown strong power to the pull side. He may be looking for a fastball here to get around and cash in his runners on base.
Got a fastball there, but was at his feet. Count 3-1 now. Five hits for Kitchener, 2 walks, and a hit batter. And Benitez steps off and chases Kiefer back to the bag. There's a line shot. Left center field. On the run, making the catch is Noel McGarry Doyle. And a strong throw back in to Adam on at third base, holding Kiefer. What a throw there from McGarry Doyle.
Third baseman number 5, Yusuke.
Looked good off the bat of Yosvani Penalve, but that ball just kept hanging up for McGarry Doyle. We made a nice running catch.
Fuji steps in here. His last time he popped that ball up that Francisco Hernandez went nearly straight back to catch. That was a well-placed ball that Hernandez made a great play on, and to keep this game scoreless here for Barrie.
1-0 to Fuji as a called strike, and that was with runners on too. Hernandez tried to double up Zeppieri at second base, but throw wasn't in time. Benitez to Fuji, the 1-1 is popped up. playable towards the Panthers dugout, but it's going to drift off of the roof of the dugout and out of play. Oh, 2 here on Yosuke Fuji. Benitez deals, it's popped up, this one in play. Back of first base, it'll be Francisco Hernandez making the call and the catch to end the frame. Baycats still lead it by a score of 4-0 halfway through it. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning on Baycats TV.
Friends from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
Fifth inning of play is brought to you by One-Eyed Jack Barrie. Bring your same-day Baycats tickets before or after a game and get 10% off your bill. Still 4-0 Barrie, all 4 runs coming into the bottom of the first inning. Evan Elliott, Kitchener's starters, seem to have settled in nicely since that first frame. Brandon Hernandez to lead it off for Barrie. First pitch is inside.
He steps in having singled in the first and then scored that first Baycats run. And now he faces an Elliott who's in a much different scenario, it seems, than what was in the top of the first.
And here we saw some fireworks the last half inning. First 2 pitches from Elliott were inside, and here's some jawing. Benches are clearing. As soon as that pitch came inside, the second one on Hernandez, he immediately started to walk towards the mound and had words for Evan Elliott. Home plate umpire Kyle Warner coming back, and another full discussion here with the umpiring crew. I asked you off air, Jack, if we might see a hit batter in this half inning after the warnings were issued last inning.
it seems that things may be boiling over a little bit from the last meeting in the last half inning, and unfortunately that pitch got a little far inside on Hernandez, and the Baycats took exception to it.
And it looks like Pete Kiefer was just ejected. And he is furious at Jeff Rose. I mentioned it before, the last time these two teams met here, there were similar style fireworks warnings issued to both teams for some hit batters. Didn't seem like there were any repercussions on Hernandez or Evan Elliott. And this at-bat will continue in a 2-0 once things get settled here with Pete Kiefer, the Kitchener Panthers manager. Josh Matlow, the Baycats manager, out to talk to the Hernandez brothers on the on-deck circle. He had some words for Jeff Rose earlier. I would imagine that's asking why Elliott wasn't ejected after warnings were issued. So there goes Pete Kiefer. Another ejection for the Panthers manager. So we'll resume baseball activities. 2-0 count here on Brandon Hernandez. Evan Elliott looks in for the sign from Junior Ibarra. The pitch is up and away.
In a favorable count now is Hernandez as he takes the 3-0 and walks down to first base.
4-pitch walk to start this inning, and more words here between Hernandez and Evan Elliott. Brandon Hernandez, don't see that very often from him towards another player. He's the kind of guy known to get frustrated at himself, but you usually don't see that kind of emotion directed towards the opposition.
I think he wasn't happy with that pitch inside, and clearly the two had some tension for the rest of the at-bat after the manager was ejected, and that continued as ball 4 was delivered and as he continued down to first base.
Andy Vargas is warming up in the Panthers bullpen. I imagine that the words that were exchanged between Elliott and Hernandez on his way over to first base, they were a bit more healthy, regular trash talk you see on the field. And now one hits Hernandez, and Elliott's gone. First pitch hits Francisco Hernandez, and the umpiring crew has to get this out of control. Brandon Hernandez was also just tossed by Jeff Rose. So multiple ejections here on that one pitch. Esvani Penalve having to hold back Brandon Hernandez after he was tossed. He still doesn't look like he knows why. Josh Matlow out to discuss here with Jeff Rose, and he has more words for Kyle Warner.
It looks like for the most part, there haven't been anything physical yet. It's been the two teams discussing things and arguing, and as the benches start to get back together and as everybody reassembles to keep going.
Brandon Hernandez still out talking with Adam Sims, the third base umpire. I wonder if if Josh Matlow was ejected. If he was, I didn't quite catch the signal.
Now pitching for the Kitchener Panthers, right-hander number 52, Anthony
Brendan
Vargas.
Hernandez can't believe he was tossed from this game.
Excuse me.
And more tempers flaring from Panthers coaching staff, and having to be held back here. Tempers flaring on that ejection, to say the least.
Yeah, it's tough to say anything other than tensions have officially boiled over here, and the umpires and the two teams are doing a good job of getting everybody back to the dugouts and keeping everything civil for the most part.
So while Andy Vargas, the new pitcher, is warming up on the mound, Austin Boylan comes in as the pinch runner for Brandon Hernandez. Josh Matlow still out to have more words for the umpiring crew. Here comes Jeff Rose towards the Baycats dugout. Jeff Rose was the first base umpire, not the last time these two teams met in Kitchener, but the game before that. And Clayton Keys was ejected from that game by Jeff Rose. Brandon Hernandez still out talking with Jeff Rose at the near first base. That'll do it for Hernandez. They'll do it for Evan Elliott. They'll do it for Pete Kiefer, another one of the Panthers coaches as well. At least 4 ejections here alone in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, on a day like today where the temperature is what it is a warm day. There will be less body heat in the dugouts, and as we continue through the rest of the game here.
So Pete Kiefer ejected, Evan Elliott ejected, Alberto Gonzalez, one of the other coaches for the Panthers, he was ejected, Brandon Hernandez ejected, and we will resume baseball activities once again. Still nobody out. Francisco Hernandez on first, Austin Boylan now at second base, and the first pitch to Nolan Macabro is a called strike from Andy Vargas. The one from Vargas. Foul tip into the glove for Macabroda.
Vargas has started 12 games for the Panthers this year and pitched 70 2/3 innings. He'll bring a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and a slider, and really has been an extremely effective pitcher for the Panthers this year.
First relief appearance for him this season. Comes in with a 2-8 record and a 6.62 ERA. His last outing was against Barrie on Sunday. He went 7 innings. Macabroda crushes that one to right field. Going back is Penalve, makes the catch. Tagging up from second is Austin Boyle, and he'll get the third standing up.
Left fielder number 6, Tristan.
So now runners on the corners here for Barrie, and Tristan Clark due up.
Clark singled and scored a run in the first inning as well, getting an RBI on his single, and flew out to center in his second at-bat. in the third inning. Here he steps in here against the new pitcher, Vargas.
Sees the first pitch spiked into the dirt. First time Barrie's had a runner in scoring position since the second. Noel McGarry Doyle doubled. A 1-0. Wave and miss from Clark. Clark an RBI single back in the first. And the Baycats scored all 4 of their runs so far in this one. Both teams with 5 hits. Long look in here from Andy Vargas. Really taking his time. The throw over to first is just to check in on Francisco Hernandez. Don't imagine Francisco Hernandez much of a threat to steal. He's put on a good lead. Clark, another whiff on that breaking ball.
Well, Clark hit leadoff in last Sunday's game in Kitchener and went 0 for 4 and 0 for 3 against Vargas. Here he rebounds here in a 1-2 count.
Vargas looks in. Delivery caught on and missed by Clark. He was out in front of a few pitches in that at-bat, and that's the first strikeout for Andy Vargas in this game.
Third baseman number 26, Adam.
Yeah, that game on Sunday, last week between these two teams, very much a lineup shuffle from Josh Matlow, just trying to get something to work. The team was reeling on a 3-game losing streak at the time. Ended up being 4 after that 9-4 loss. Adam on. Reached on an error and a fielder's choice, 0 for 2. Cuts on missed that one.
That looked like the slider from Vargas, and that is something he will do often on first pitch. He likes to mix both his slider and his fastball and make things tough on the hitter.
Throw over to third, almost caught Austin Boylan off guard with a foot off the bag. Smart defensive mind of Junior Ibarra, the Panthers catcher. Runners in the corners, 2 out. It's a 1-1 count on Adam Ahn. Fouls that one away. Odd came into this game hitting .302. Now below 300 after his first couple at-bats today. Another throw over to first, and Hernandez gets back in time. That's the second disengagement, or first disengagement this plate appearance at least, but second overall for Vargas.
He seems to be paying a lot of attention to Francisco Hernandez at first. Throwing over now twice, and not sure if he's worried about a steal or what he's worried about, maybe keeping him close for the double play, but that appears to be something that's on Vargas's mind.
We see how long he takes to start his delivery. You can tell the base runners are having an impact on him mentally. Come set. 1-2 coming to Adam Ahn. Up and away.
It's surely not an easy situation. Vargas coming in when he did. It looked like he was warming, and perhaps he came in a little earlier than he was told, and here he works to settle things down.
Odd pokes it out to left center field. This could be trouble. And a running catch by Runto Osawa. A long way to go. And puts Adam Ott away, holding the Baycats scoreless in the 5th inning. But Barrie still leads this one 4-0. We'll have some defensive changes for you coming up in the 6th inning after the ejections. We'll recap that in just a moment. You're watching Baycats TV.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the 6th inning, Athletic Kulture Stadium. Tempers were flaring in that bottom half of the 5th inning, and there were some ejections. Manager Pete Kiefer of the Panthers ejected. Alberto Gonzalez, Panthers coach, also ejected, and he was maybe the most furious of any of them. In the meantime, Evan Elliott, the Panthers starter, ejected. Brandon Hernandez as well, so as hard hit down the line, foul off the bat of Junior Ibarra. So Austin Boylan, who came in, pinch ran for Brandon Hernandez, now playing third base. Adam Ott moves from third to shortstop. Oh, one from Juan Benitez is low. Seems like Benitez really settled in now.
He really has. He's scattered base runners throughout the innings, but none of them coming around to score, and all of them generally being kept at bay. He's starting to get deeper into the game, and it really seems like he's settling in here.
You can tell his pace is improving in terms of accelerated deliveries. As that one almost off of Benitez. It did nick his glove, and it gets into center field. So leadoff single for Junior Ibarra, his second hit of the day.
Second baseman, number 7, Charlie Towers.
Benitez has had base runners to deal with now in all but one inning. He had a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 4th. But also he hasn't allowed a base runner past second base. This is Charlie Towers. He fouls away the first pitch.
Towers today is 0 for 2 with a line out to the first baseman and a fly out to the right fielder.
0-1, a called strike on Towers.
As well as when he works quickly, this is something that works really well for Benitez when he's up 0-2, really controlling the count against these hitters, and that's something that we're seeing him do often as the game goes on here as well.
Well, that last pitch almost got away from him. It was quite inside on Towers on the 0-2. Here's the 1-2. On the ground to second. Francisco Hernandez to odd at second, on to first in time for the double play. As good of a result you could have gotten if you're Juan Benitez. A clean slate with 2 out now in the 6th.
The center fielder, number 1, Ruta Asawa.
Ruta Osawa lines one into left field. That's a base hit. So yet another base runner to deal with for Juan Benitez.
The first baseman, number 11, AJ Carosis.
So Sawa with some speed at first base. Doesn't go on that pitch. It's a breaking ball in for a strike on AJ Carosis.
Carosis doubled in the second inning as he takes the second pitch for a ball. As one of the hitters that's seen Benitez best today, surely he's going to be looking for something good here.
That one catches the zone. It's 1-2. Osawa 9 steals this year on 11 attempts. Wonder if he goes here. We've seen the hit and runs. He stumbles, but he's swinging a miss there from Carosis anyway. Strikeout brought to you by IMP North. Benitez gets out of another scoreless frame. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 4-0 Baycats on Baycats TV.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca.
Four 0 Baycats as we enter this 6th inning of play. Clayton Keys to lead it off for Barrie against Andy Vargas. Came in after Evan Elliott was ejected last inning.
Keys is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single in the top of the 1st inning that scored the 4th of Barrie's runs.
First pitch from Vargas is just high. Keys, Plumpton, and Anderson 7-9 in the Baycats order to do up here in the 6th. That one low on Clayton Keys.
That looked like a tough slider that dropped out of the bottom of the zone, and a good take for Keys to go up 2-0.
He's put together some nice swings today. That one a little bit out in front on a fastball. Vargas waits. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball in for a strike. You can see the movement on that from up here.
Yeah, it just comes out of his hand a completely different angle than it crosses the plate at. He gets really impressive movement on that pitch.
2-2. That's popped up. Foul territory, but it's going to slice out of play. Keys will step back in. Vargas is 2-2. Just outside. That's a brave take from Clayton Keys.
Keys has shown great patience this year with 14 walks.
Flies that one out to right field. Giovanni Pinalve settling underneath it. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Sixth inning of place brought to you by Moving.ca. Two small men with big hearts moving. When you're your original Canadian two-men movers. When you think two men, think with big hearts, your Canadian choice. I think that's the first time I've done that tag this year.
Oh.
It's usually always
that's good.
It's usually Ben or Maddie in one instance, or Declan Collins in the other instance.
You did that well, and it's a great tag.
Broken bat, flare out to shallow right field. The second baseman makes the catch. That's Charlie Towers.
Right fielder number 34, James Anderson.
Here's James Anderson, 0 for 2 so far. He had a hard line out to third base his last time up. It was part of the only 3-up, 3-down inning the Baycats have had offensively. First pitch he sees is up high. Another long delivery from Vargas. So 1-0. Called a strike. Anderson tried to check his swing. It was called a strike anyway.
Perhaps another reason that the Baycats are so excited to get Anderson's bat eligible for the postseason is in his positional eligibility. A few games ago, he came into the game as a catcher, and having a player who's able to play catcher and in the outfield, so helpful for a team going into the playoffs.
He's arguably the most versatile player on this Baycats roster. You mentioned when he came in to catch for Frank Garces, it was a couple weeks ago against the Maple Leafs. That was not a start. That was Joshua Magne was listed as the starting catcher, and he had an injury issue. It seemed like a nerve impingement a little bit in his shoulder right to start the game, saying he couldn't feel the ball in his hand. So taken out of the game, and Anderson came in, did a fine job catching Frank Garces. Anderson works the count full here on Andy Vargas.
That was a tough take on a good slider from Vargas, but Anderson did a great job to lay off it and get it to a full count.
3-2, 2 out. Vargas deals. Cut on and missed by Anderson. It's dropped by Ibarra. The throw down to first to complete the strikeout is in time. 3 up, 3 down, go the Baycats in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. It's still 4-0 for Barrie on Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Seventh inning of play at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Glenn Jackson got his number retired pregame at number 10. Hanging up now on the walls of Athletic Kulture Stadium. The 5th number retired by the Baycats organization in the franchise's history. I was happy to have Glenn up here for a couple half innings and have a chat. And he's said it was just the 2nd game that he's been to since he retired, but obviously still active in the Baycats community. Julius Hern, Jack Hinde along with you. A new pitcher in the ballgame for Barrie, former teammate of Glenn Jackson, is Chris Nagorski.
Nagorski's a pitcher who has a ton of experience both as a Baycat and in the IBL. He's a 5-time IBL champ and is 2nd all-time in IBL saves. He really is a reliable, excellent arm for Barrie to go to here, who brings a wealth of experience out of that bullpen.
Came into the year 2nd all-time in saves, but Davey Mendez actually a couple weeks ago surpassing his total.
My apologies. I missed that.
Foul there off the bat of Trent Lawson, the designated hitter for Kitchener. And Nagorski's career started with the Oshawa Dodgers in the IBL. Then time with Guelph, Barrie, and then Toronto, and then back to Barrie this year, acquired from the Maple Leafs mid-season. Nagorski comes set, the long look in, the delivery to Tyler Plumpton is in the dirt. This is Nagorski's 8th appearance overall on the season, his 6th with the Baycats. Since joining the Baycats, he's pitched to an ERA of 3.6. Only because he allowed 2 earned runs on Thursday as he strikes out Lawson. It's brought to you by IMP North. First strikeout for Chris Nagorski, and I'll bring up Petey Kiefer.
17, Petey Kiefer.
Strikeouts are something that are very important to Nagorski's game. He's been striking out 7.2 batters per 9 innings since coming over from Barrie, and in his few appearances with Toronto earlier, 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. So he really is somebody who misses bats well and throws strikes as well.
Petey Kiefer, now the number 9 hitter. He showed bunt on that first pitch, took it for a ball. Austin Boylan playing shallow at third base near the infield turf. The 1-0 is outside.
Kiefer singled last time up in the 5th inning and flew out to center field to end the top of the second inning as well.
Delivery from Nagorski, caught on and missed by Kiefer. The look in here from Chris Nagorski. The pitch is up high. Seven strikeouts now on the season for Chris Nagorski. 5 of them with Barrie. (3-1) to Kiefer is inside, and they're going to call that a hit batter. Signal from home plate umpire Kyle Warner.
Left fielder number 31, Matteo Zeppieri.
So Kiefer hit by the pitch. Now bring up the leadoff man, Matteo Zeppieri.
Zeppieri was hit his last time up in the 5th inning and singled and was called out on batter's interference in the top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that was an odd play where Junior Ibarra had popped up. Adam Ott ended up making the catch, but not before he was obstructed by Zeppieri, who was off on the pitch from second base. The 0-1, a big cut and miss from Zeppieri. Kiefer leads off first. Nagorski's delivery, called strike 3. Zeppieri goes down looking. It's brought to you by IMP North. Second K of the game for Nagorski.
The right fielder number 67, Yosvani Penalve.
So in steps Penalve. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. In a good spot to move a runner over from first base to possibly score him while we're still in the middle to later parts of the innings. As one of their better hitters, he surely wants to help the team score here and do something really productive with this at-bat.
Walked, singled, and lined out. He's had some hard hit balls today, hitting out of the number 2 spot in the Panthers order. (1-0), Penalve on the ground, hard hit past Macabrota and Hernandez into right field. Anderson comes up throwing, he gets it into Adam Ott at short. So single by Penalve, extend this inning, 2-1 with 2 out.
Third baseman number 5, Yusuke Fuji.
Yusuke Fuji steps in, 0 for 2 with a walk. Kitchener has not had a base runner past second base in this game so far. Benitez, 6 scoreless innings before Nagorski took over in this frame. First pitch to Fuji's a called strike. The final line on Juan Benitez, he had 90 pitches in 6 innings of work. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 7 hits, and no runs across. And his time is called.
Surely as we conclude the weekend of games for the Baycats, so important for Juan Benitez to go out 6 scoreless innings. That's huge for the team.
The 0-1 is up and away on Fuji. It seems like Juan Benitez will pitch one more time this year. Likely the last regular season game against the London Majors, and that one could be an important one. You know, the table set for that game to potentially decide the number 2 seed in the playoffs.
Absolutely. There appears to be so much that there's left to be settled over these past couple of days of the weekend here and into next week many teams can move into many spots. It's going to be a really exciting week to follow.
Baycats have 2 games left after this one. They're off until Saturday next week when they play the Hamilton Cardinals. 2-1, cut through by Fuji.
For Kitchener, there are 2 games remaining against first place Welland. One next Thursday and one on Sunday, the final scheduled day of the regular season, and as well 1 game a week today, next Saturday in Guelph, for their 3 games remaining this year.
2-2 from Nagorski. Runner goes. It's fouled off by Fuji. Kiefer has 2 stolen bases so far in his first 4 games of the season. He's been caught once. Nagorski comes set. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he steps off. Forces Kiefer back to second base. Adam Odd keeping him honest with the lead. Penalve at first. Petey Kiefer at second. 2-2 from Nagorski. Fouled off again.
Fuji's doing a really good job of fouling pitches off to keep this inning alive and to keep his at-bat alive. As one of their most productive hitters this season, he's certainly somebody that is excited to be in this spot he is right now and looking to finally move runners past second for Kitchener.
Another 2-2 from Chris Nagorski. Fouled off again by Yusuke Fuji. Tyler Plumpton just couldn't hold on to that one. Kitchener's put up 8 hits in this game, but still yet to score a run as Fuji brings it to a full count. What a plate appearance put together so far by Yosuke Fuji.
This really is one of those moments where such an exciting at-bat, it begins to feel almost cinematic. This is a great plate appearance, great fight between Nagorski and Fuji here.
3-2, runners go. It's popped foul again. Fuji has just been spoiling whatever Chris Nagorski has been offering up in this plate appearance. Perfect 2-strike, 2-out approach from the third baseman. And that one could be playable, but it's going to fall back out of play, foul. So reset here, Penalve at first. Kiefer at second. Fuji awaiting another 3-2 from Chris Nagorski. And he steps off. That's a second disengagement of the plate appearance. Odd wasn't really holding Kiefer on at second.
Yeah, that looked to be a move just to control the amount of leadoff that the runners are getting.
Fuji works a walk, that pitch far outside. And the bases are loaded now. Tying run at the plate, and it's Junior Ibarra. Andrew White's going to come out for a chat with Nagorski.
Second baseman number 7, Charlie Towers.
be the first mound visit for the Baycats today. Ibarra 2 for 3 so far in this game. And as we mentioned earlier, first time that the Panthers have had a runner on third base in this game.
Ibarra hitting .296 coming into this game. Such a productive at-bat. It should be a really exciting at-bat here with 2 outs between Nagorski and Ibarra.
25 RBI on the season. 1 back of Penalve for the team lead as he takes the first pitch just outside. Braden Pakula throwing in the Baycats bullpen, the lefty. But Nagorski wants to get out of this one himself. The 1-0 inside.
In a good hitter's count now. Tough to imagine Ibarra being too aggressive here, but he is somebody with excellent contact as well. It'll be really interesting to see what happens here.
2-0 from Nagorski, another one inside. Not trying to let Ibarra extend the bat on him at all. And just like that, or could be 1 pitch away from the Panthers' first run. Nagorski's 3-0, up and in. A bases loaded walk brings Kitchener within 3. And here comes Josh Matlow. Nagorski comes in here in the 7th after Juan Benitez and struggles to get out of the inning himself. So that'll do it for Chris Nagorski. Looks like it'll be Braden Pakula coming into the game to try and mop it up. Bases are still loaded here for Kitchener with 2 out in the inning. We'll take a quick break. We'll have more on Pakula in just a second. You're watching Baycats TV. (4-1) Baycats now. A bases loaded walking in Kitchener, their first run of the game, and that ended the evening for Chris Nagorski, and now into the ballgame, lefty Braden Pakula for Barrie.
Pakula's been a very dependable left-hander for the Baycats out of the bullpen. this season has appeared in 13 games, struck out 22 over 21 and a third innings as he settles in here against the second baseman, Charlie Towers.
0-1 to Towers on the ground to second. Francisco Hernandez, the play on the first is in time. Pakala comes in, gets the job done, limits the damage to just one, but it's now a 3-run game. Baycats up 4-1. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time at Athletic Kulture Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
From 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Seventh inning of play at Athletic Kulture Stadium is brought to you by Sleeman Beer. Real ones know. Back to the top of the order for Barrie. Noel McGarry Doyle to lead it off. And now a 3-run game. Kitchener finally getting on the board in the 7th inning off of Chris Nagorski. 3-run game. It'll be McGarry Doyle, Austin Boylan, and Francisco Hernandez. McGarry Doyle shows bunt, bunts it right back to Vargas. Easy play for the Panthers pitcher, 1 down.
Third baseman number 88, Austin Boylan.
Austin Boylan will step in for the first time in this game. He came in as a pinch runner earlier on for Brandon Hernandez after he was ejected in the 5th inning. First pitch to Boylan is on the ground and it will drift foul.
The Barrie native, also a member of the Baycats 22U team, has done a really great job this year playing defensive innings in the infield and has put together some really impressive at-bats and really good hits. He's been a really excellent player this year for the Baycats in perhaps a slightly smaller role, but still an impressive one.
0-1 on the ground foul left side this time. It seems like for Boylan in his case, the opportunities might not have come as often as he might have expected or wanted, but he's come through in some big moments. He was a walk-off hero earlier this year with a sacrifice fly.
He has absolutely delivered in all of the moments where that's been asked of him. He's shows himself to be a very impressive player.
His first IBL home run in Kitchener. It was the Baycats' second win of the season. Cuts and misses at that pitch low and away. Quick couple outs here for Andy Vargas in the 7th.
Second baseman number 0, Francisco Hernandez.
First pitch to Francisco Hernandez is inside. Hernandez was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning, which kind of started the whole tempers flaring in the 5th inning, the ejections coming soon after that. The 0-1. Hernandez out in front of it.
They need to stop touching stuff. I'm going to tell Josh that. Stop touching the mixer.
0-2 from Vargas. Just missed low.
That was a good fastball from Vargas and a good take from Francisco Hernandez to bring the count to 1-2.
Aside from the first inning, this has been a tightly contested game. Hernandez fouls that one off. Even after that first inning, Evan Elliott really settled in. Paved the way for Vargas to come in relief. First relief appearance of the season, might I add.
Since coming into the game, Vargas has done a really good job of keeping Baycats runners off base. And there he throws a really nice slider to Francisco Hernandez to end the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Hernandez fooled on that pitch. Another strikeout back-to-back for Andy Vargas. We head to the 8th inning. Baycats 4-1 in the lead. Trying to close this one out. You're watching Baycats TV.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Eighth inning of play at Athletic Kulture Stadium is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca. Braden Packle out after getting the final out of the 7th inning.
At bat for Kitchener, center fielder number 1, Runta Osawa.
So Runta Osawa will lead it off for Kitchener here in the 8th inning. 6, 7, 8 in the Panthers lineup, due up.
Osawa is 1 for 3 on the day, hitting a single in the top of the 6th, and as well striking out and flying out to center.
Takes a strike there from Packle. It's 1-1. Still a nice contingent of fans sticking it out on this hot day. 2.5 hours into this ball game. 2-1 pitch from Pakala has popped up out of play. Temperature sitting at 30 degrees right now. There is a breeze, but the sun has really made its presence felt in the last few innings or so. Foul straight back off the bat of Osawa.
Well, absolutely. Despite really impressive pitching performances from both sides, the heat and particularly that humidity that makes it so conducive to balls that fall for hits and carry. There have been good pitching appearances, but also some decent amount of offenses, particularly with Kitchener even out-hitting Barrie despite being down 3 runs at this moment.
Now, 1 run on 8 hits for Kitchener, 4 runs on 5 hits for Barrie. Pakala deals and it's flown down the right side out of play. Pakala, slow delivery, used the 2-2, popped up again, out of play, foul. Just like we saw with Yusuke Fuji in the 7th, a nice plate appearance put together here by Runto Osawa. A lot of potential strikeout pitches he's been able to spoil.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of fouling off good pitches from Pakala, making it really tough on him.
Another one there down the third baseline, foul. Pakala's delivery here has been a kind of a slow acceleration from the set position. A slow twist and the kick, and he deals, and it's on the ground to short. Adam Odd picks it up, a couple steps, and the throw on to first is just in time to get Runto Osawa for out number 1.
First baseman number 11, A.J. Carosis.
Carosis steps in, having struck out to end the 6th inning, and as well grounding out to the first baseman and doubling previously.
He showed bunt on that pitch and brought it back. It's 1-0. And it's flown out into left field. Tristan Clark comes in a few steps, makes the catch. A couple quick outs there for Braden Pakala.
Designated hitter number 4, Trent Lawson.
There's Trent Lawson now. Pakala's offering called a strike. Foul back again, out of play by Lawson. He's down 0-2. That close game we were mentioning earlier on between these two teams here, that extra innings win for Barrie, Braden Pakala won that game. His first IBL win. The 0-2 is in the dirt. And it bounces off of Plumpton into the bleachers. I don't think I've ever seen a bounce like that.
That was quite the hop.
I think it went off the dirt and off of Plumpton's cleats. 1-2 from Pakala, line to second, and caught by Francisco Hernandez. Braden Pakala retires the side in order, and we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Barrie up 4-1, trying to get some more insurance. Stick around on Baycats TV.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Barrie Baycats Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca.
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Welcome back to Athletic Kulture Stadium. Julius, Hern, Jack Hinde, our entire Baycats TV crew with you. Noah Mackerbrunner will lead it off here for Barrie in the 8th. The new pitcher into the ball game is Dakota Parsons for Kitchener.
Parsons steps in after Vargas set down 9 of the 9 batters that he faced. Parsons is going to feature a sinker and a slider and has put together a great strikeout total so far out of the Panthers bullpen. So far, 10 games in 13 innings, and as well as striking out 14 for a strikeout. For more strikeouts than innings pitched so far, he's a tough arm to face for sure.
He was predominantly a starter last year for the Panthers. He was 2-4 in 6 starts. This year, 0-1 in 10 relief appearances with an ERA of 7.61 as Mackerbrunner swings through that one. 14 strikeouts to 10 walks for Parsons. His last time out here was that last time the Panthers were at this park. He took the loss in that game, Barrie winning it in extra innings. 1 earned run on 2 hits and a walk for Parsons in that appearance. Mackerbrunner sees another pitch called a strike. It's 2-2.
Well, since that first inning, it really has been such a tight, low-scoring game.
A bounding ball over to short. Petey Kiefer makes the play. 1 down. Yeah, it seems like that first inning is just so much of an anomaly for the Baycats, sending 8 to the plate, scoring 4. Carlos Sano is warming up in the Baycats bullpen. So another opportunity for a save for the Dominican right-hander. Parsons' first pitch to Tristan Clark is low.
Clark comes in also having scored in that first inning and getting an RBI on his single, and then striking out and flying to center as he pops a ball back here behind the grandstand.
Almost in our vicinity there, the way that ball was popped up, straight over the screen. Barrie looking for some insurance here off of Dakota Parsons. Called strike. Parsons has not had a scoreless outing since June 15th in Brantford. He had a 3-up, 3-down frame in relief. But since then, he's allowed a run in 9 straight appearances. Two-two, cut on and missed. Clark goes down swinging again. First K for Dakota Parsons.
The third baseman, number 26, Adam Odd.
Here's Adam Odd stepping in against Parsons with 2 out. First pitch is outside.
Odd moved from third base to shortstop in that 5th inning, and this game 0 for 3 so far as he takes strike 1 on the outside.
Reached on an error and scored in the first, but since then grounded into a fielder's choice and another ground out. Fouls that one away out of play. It looks like this is going to be a save situation for Carlos Sano. Should he come into this game, he's warming up still in the Baycats bullpen. 6 saves on the year for him. That's tied for second in the IBL. Skylar Janice seemingly running away with the league leading save total. 1-2 in the dirt. Sano's last appearance was in Kitchener Sunday in that 9-4 loss for Barrie. A 3-up, 3-down scoreless frame for him with a strikeout. And Odd goes down swinging as well. So another 3-up, 3-down inning late for the Baycats offensively. Carlos Sano coming out to try and lock this one down with a save. It's 4-1 Barrie heading into the 9th inning. Stick around, you're watching Baycats TV.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Tonight's Inning of Play is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca. 3-run ball game. It's 4-1 Barrie heading into the top of the 9th inning, and to try and close this one out, Baycats right-hander Carlos Sano.
Game number 18 for Sano this year. He has completely claimed the role of Barrie's closer and given them tremendous dependability from that position. So far on the season, 6 saves, 24 strikeouts, and 25 in the 3rd innings. Here he is for attempting save number 7.
Petey Kiefer to lead it off here for Kitchener. He's got a 1-1 count here on Sano. The 1-1. Foul back to the backstop. Josh Matlow's told me before that Sano this year, knowing that his role was going to be as the closer, really helped him fit into the role, like, mentally. And I think that goes to show that what that can do for your performance. Because last year it was kind of between the starting rotation and the bullpen, and then by the time the playoffs came around, stuck to the bullpen.
Absolutely. It seems like that stability in the role has been huge for him, and he's put together a great year in that position.
Well, he strikes out Kiefer there. It's brought to you by IMP North. A nice start here for Carlos Sano, going for his 7th save of the season. Mateo Zeppieri, the left fielder, up for the 5th time today. Time is called by Zeppieri. Sano deals. It's up high. That one just low into the hand of Sano. Can't quite seem to get ahead on Zeppieri, who struck out twice, singled, and was hit by a pitch in the 5th.
Stranded at third to end that 5th inning. It really seemed like he was pushing to create a run for this team. He appeared to be a little bit getting in the pitcher's head and really doing a good job to do whatever he can to help his team.
Panthers on the winning end of a close one. Their last game against the London Majors, a 5-4 win at home as Zeppieri takes a strike. Big cut there from Zeppieri, and the count's full. That was a home run cut.
That was a big cut from Zeppieri and a really good hitter's count, 3-1. But Sano has such good velocity on that fastball that even in almost a clear fastball count, it's still so tough to hit him.
3-2, caught on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carlos Sano is brought to you by IMP North. And the last hope for the Kitchener Panthers in this one is Yosvani Penalve.
For right fielder number 67, Yosvani Penalve.
2 hits on the day for Penalve, as well as a walk. He's been a really productive hitter for Kitchener today and is sure to be a tough at-bat here in the 9th inning.
Sano's first pitch to Penalve, called strike. It's back to Zeppieri for one moment. His hit in the 3rd inning extended his hit streak to 10 games.
That's no small feat, 10 games. That's a good streak.
Fly ball out to center field. Noel McGarry-Doyle runs in, makes the catch, and that'll do it. Baycats win it by a score of 4-1. Carlos Sano comes out and dominates his 1 inning of work, getting his 7th save of the season in a game that featured some tempers flaring midway through, some ejections. But the Baycats overcome the fiery emotions and prevail. Back in the win column with a 4-1 victory over the Kitchener Panthers.
Final score here today from Athletic Kulture Stadium. Baycats 4, Kitchener Panthers.
The final score for the game is 4-1 for Barrie. Hits are 8-5 in favor of Kitchener. Kitchener had 2 errors on the game.
Really goes to show that the Baycats only had 5 hits in this game. We're still able to come out with a 3-run win. It's the kind of wins that win you playoff games, you would say.
This really felt like a playoff game. And in those playoff games when pitching is so good, it's not always about how many hits you have, it's about when you get those hits. And they did everything they could to cash in the first inning and to really play a strong playoff-style baseball. This was a well-fought game by both teams.
Baycats are back here a week from today. They'll play the Hamilton Cardinals here at home. Meanwhile, the Kitchener Panthers, their next game in Welland, August 14th. 2 home games left for the Barrie Baycats. We'll have both of them right here on Baycats TV. For our entire crew, I'm Julius Hern. He's Jack Hinde. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Baycats TV.